Hello and welcome to LawSikho. Let's talk about the top 10 news developments for today under 2 minutes for judiciary aspirants. And first of all, we talk about the national news. Now, at the outset, let's talk about the International Organization of Aids to Marine Navigation and India's appointment as the vice president for this particular organization. So, India has recently been appointed as the vice president for this organization, and this was during its General Assembly in Singapore, marking the organization's transition from being an NGO to an intergovernmental organization. Moving on, now let's talk about the development of forest fire application in Uttarakhand. So an Indian Forest Service officer from Uttarakhand, his name is Vaibhav Singh. He has recently developed a forest fire application after studying similar technologies in Canada, Australia and South Africa. The Uttarakhand Forest Department, it has adopted the app which reduces the response time to 5 hours. It provides real-time fire location and tracks firefighters and vehicles and integrates satellite imagery. Now, next is a very important development because the National Stock Exchange, it has reported a 201% jump in valuation in 2024, reaching a rupees 4.7 trillion and becoming the 10th most valuable private company in India. And this is as per the 2024 Burgundy Private Huron India 500 list. Moving on, now let's talk about Google. So Google has recently unveiled its largest campus in India. This is the name of this particular campus is Ananta, which in Sanskrit means limitless or infinite. Now please understand the location for the same is Mahadevpura. This is in Bengaluru. So Ananta, it is also one of Google's largest campuses globally with a sitting capacity of over 5,000. Now let's talk about a very important sports-related development. So Kyrian Jacquet, he has secured his second consecutive title in India. This is by defeating the second seed Billy Harris in Delhi Open ATP Challenger final. Now, India's Department of Telecom and the International Telecommunication Union, they've signed a letter of intent. This was signed in Geneva to enhance collaboration in artificial intelligence-driven solution, digital twins, and IMT 2030 technologies. Now, the aim of this partnership is to advance global telecom standards, then enable real-time data for infrastructure planning and strengthening India's role in digital connectivity and innovation. Next, let's talk about a development from Uttarakhand. So the state cabinet for Uttarakhand has recently approved a new land law which essentially restricts outsiders from purchasing agriculture and horticultural lands in 11 out of 13 districts. Now, India and Malaysia recently had the 13th edition of the Malaysia-India Defence Cooperation Committee meeting in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Here, the focus area was on expanding defence collaboration in cyber security, artificial intelligence, maritime security and the defence industry. Next is a development from Arunachal, where the 4th outdoor cabinet meeting, it was recently held, where the government introduced major initiatives in the realm of women empowerment, youth development and economic growth. And lastly, Ajmer recently hosted the first All India Kinnar Maha Sammelan, which is a historic 10-day transgender conference in Vaishali Nagar. So that's all we have for the day. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until I see you tomorrow.